Hi Capricorn, welcome to your November reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You can check out your other placements for additional messages as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply, so of course take what resonates, leave what doesn't for the next person. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of November. See what you guys could be currently dealing with as well as what you can expect. Get some insight with some guidance and overall see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for November 2021. What's going on for Capricorn? I hope you guys are doing well. Any messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for November 2021? Any messages, please, for Capricorn? Any messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for November 2021? What can they expect? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Capricorn? Whoa, okay. We have the butterfly coming right out. We do have a snack. What do we got? We got the crow. Oh, we got the crow. We got the sea serpent and the phoenix. Wow. I'm speechless. So, we got double air and double spirit coming out, and I just gotta say, sheesh, November is a very transformative month for you guys, to say the least. Now we have the scorpion, the otter, and the tarantula at the bottom of the deck. So it does look like you're at a crossroad or you have some sort of choice in the month of November. I wanted to say December for some that might be later on. This is about some sort of thing that you're needing to work through releasing. This talks about forgiveness. This talks about letting go. This talks about even the need to be honest. This is what's going to set you free so that you can be happy, all right? Because there is a lot of resentment or anger or sadness or just like a lot of built up energy that could be stored up within you, suppressed deep down, and you're kind of at like this crossroad where you can either continue to hold it in forever till the day you die, take it to your grave, or you can work through it so that you can feel free at last, right? Okay, so it does look like lots of transformation, lots of healing, lots of releasing. So I think I got a good clear idea as to where you guys may choose to go down with that tarantula, but it does require you to be honest with yourself and even honest with others, okay? So let's talk about this, and we're going to break this down. We're going to look into these cards as to why they came out. Whew, yeah, damn. Just got to fix my chair for a second. All right, so let's talk about the butterfly, as this was the first card that came out. So the butterfly does represent major change in your life, personally, as well as those around you. So you are going through changes internally. You guys are recognizing things going on inside, mentally, emotionally, and even physically going through change. And it's uncomfortable as fuck. Like, without a doubt. Lots of things are changing. Relationships are changing. The way you feel about certain people could be changing too. And it's just like, I just got the imagery of like pulling the wool off of sheep's eyes. You know how they say, oh, they pulled the wool over the sheep's eyes, but it's like I'm literally getting the imagery of someone's blindfold being ripped off and seeing things exactly as they are. And it's just like you guys might be experiencing a lot of epiphanies this month, a lot of sudden realizations. And yeah, I mean, that's Scorpio season for you. Scorpio season is gonna be pretty important for everybody, I think. Collectively, lots of change, lots of ending, lots of completion of cycle, karma, death, rebirth, debt, you know, especially even karmic debt. Like, I think it's going to be a very powerful month for the collective, especially as a lot of planets have gone direct after being in retrograde for months. Like 4 planets went direct in October, so we're kind of in this phase of like being pushed forward after being pulled back for so much time, and then boom, like slingshot, now you're being pushed forward and you're flying forward after all the work that you have been doing since even like about like end of May, early June. That's kind of when retrograde season started happening. So around then, like whatever changes you made since that time is really paying off. And I think November, December are really going to be positive months for you and just even the collective, but especially for you guys. We have lots of spirit energy coming through. There's only 7 of these cards throughout the entire animal deck. I think there's like 60 or 70 cards, so it's massive the fact that these 2 cards came out together. And then we even have the crow. So even your spirituality or the connection you have towards yourself, how you view yourself, is changing. The connection you have to yourself and even others. Your relationships are changing, they're evolving, they're growing, and they're even deepening. Your intuition is also on point. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And in Scorpio season, it's going to be highlighting our intuitions for sure, because, you know, think about it, Scorpios, they're hella intuitive. So it's like this energy is going to be heightened, especially in the dream space, especially receiving spiritual downloads, messages, channelings. So get ready for that, but be open to it, be receptive. The more receptive you are, the easier and free-flowing this month is going to be for you. The more restrictive you are, the more challenging it'll be. So just kind of go with it, flow with it, and embrace the change. I know some of you may struggle with that. Some of you may hate change. Some of you be like, I don't like change. But, you know, this is going to be changed for the better. And it's about shedding old skins and stepping into who you truly are, stepping into your truest version of yourself, right? If you have been holding yourself back, if you've been limiting yourself, if you've been restricting or shrinking yourself, this month, that's going to be stripped away for you to expand, for you to spread your wings and fly. It is massive, you guys. This is amazing. Like, I can't stop smiling. Like, wow, I don't even know. I'm like at a loss for words, especially when all these cards came flying out and I seen them. I was like, wow, like, you guys, this is a big month ahead, and I can't wait to look into these cards, but we're not finished. So we have the Sea Serpent. The Sea Serpent is, it's a very watery kind of energy to be in. So November might be a very emotional time for you. You know, lots of emotional things are coming up for you to acknowledge, for you to release, for you to let go of, and even get comfortable with embracing all emotions, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? You can't have one without the other. And so, you know, the Sea Serpent, when it's out of balance, some areas is just like so overwhelming. You know, your feelings towards a certain thing or something that had happened to you in your past, it could be so overwhelming. And then in other areas, it's just like, it's dry as a desert. Like, there's nothing there. It's almost like you're numb. So there could be a bit of an imbalance, but I would see that would change for those that feel that imbalance regarding emotions. Like, it's either a 0 or 100. There's no in between. I do feel like there's going to be change regarding that. Massive change, releasing of the past, letting that go, just feeling more at peace, feeling more free, and again, removing restrictions, removing anything that was holding you back, anything that just did not serve you. A mindset, relationships, environments, you're getting rid of it all. It's all being stripped away so that you can fly baggage free. So this is really just like dropping all the shit, seeing things exactly as they are, and making the moves to where are my words? Shit, it really just left my brain. Okay, I guess we'll leave it there. Nothing else needs to be said. That's all that I guess that's all that needs to be said, right? So let's start clarifying. What deck should I use? Vice versa. Okay. Vice versa. Let's look into the butterfly for Capricorn. Summonizing Venus. The butterfly for Capricorn, please, for November 2021. Tie the butterfly for Capricorn. Summonizing Venus in November 2021. Tie the butterfly for Capricorn. Summonizing Venus in November 2021. Tie the butterfly. Thank you. We have the world. We don't take reversals either front or back, but we got the back side of the world. So, a cycle that's been incomplete, or some sort of cycle that maybe you found yourself on repeat over and over and over, finding yourself in the same situations, attracting similar people or similar outcomes, whatever. It's the saying, you can't expect a different outcome if you keep doing the same old shit. If you want to change, you're going to have to start making the changes. Otherwise, you're going to be like on a hamster wheel, right? And so perhaps that's what you are becoming aware of in November. It's like I said at the beginning of the reading, it's like ripping a blindfold off. And now it's like you can't ignore what's right in front of you. You can't ignore a lesson. You can't ignore this cycle. This is being brought to your attention of a cycle that's been incomplete, or like a lesson here that needs to be learned. And the fact that this is clarifying the butterfly is telling me that like that's what you are overcoming, or that's what's transforming. It's like a cycle that you found yourself on repeat, stuck in for quite some time. That's what you're overcoming this month. So let's see what else needs to come out regarding the butterfly for Capricorn, summonizing Venus in November 2021. Tell me about the butterfly. Ooh, wow. 9 of Swords backside. And the 4 of Cups. See, before before you weren't quite seeing things exactly as they were. Like, you were just kind of focused on the loss, focused on what you didn't have, focused on like the negative. But now, go from that, right, feeling, oh my god, I'm so stuck in this, how am I ever going to get out of this, woe is me, this sucks, like, you know, but not understanding, why is this happening? Why am I ending up in these situations? Like, not asking yourself why, or not digging deeper, just seeing it as, you know, like, just seeing it for the surface, but not knowing if you just dive deeper, you'll actually get to the root of whatever this is, so that you can break free from this, whatever, right? So now, with that Nine of Swords reversed, you fucking see it. You see it. You understand. You had that aha moment. That light bulb went off in your little brain. Not little brain. I'm sure you got a big brain. I'm not telling... What am I saying? Alright, tell me about the butterfly for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, November 2021. Tell me about the butterfly. We have the King of Wands. I love that. Confidence is key, is what I want to say. Standing your ground. And instead of seeing and not being afraid of a challenge, because now you're aware, it's like you're aware of like the game. Like, before you didn't understand why this is happening, but now you're like, okay, I get the game, I know the rules, I know how to win. I know how to win. That's kind of what it feels. It's like, now that I understand the rules to this game, I'm a fucking beast, you know? I'm a pass with flying colors. Let's get one more. We have the Magician. What did I tell you? You're calling the shots. You are turning the tables. I don't fucking know. We have the Three of Swords backside. So this is you reviewing of past pains, hurts, betrayals, etc. Anything that you've suppressed or held in, you're looking at it. You're taking a harsh look at it, but you're seeing it differently. We have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Wands reversed and the Ace of Cups. So maybe for some this is about a relationship, whether it was romantic, friendship, family. For some it was romantic, but it's almost, I do feel like if I can speak, there's a block between you and whoever this is, right? And maybe for the longest time, you found yourself either returning to a person or unable to move on, constantly going back and forth, or even just like, this could literally be talking about fighting with someone. And so yeah, you're like looking back. So you're looking back at this kind of relationship, whatever this represents in your life, but I do think it's a relationship you had with someone who hurt you, and you found it difficult to just like move on from or let go or make peace with. Like, there's always some sort of like, and this could be multiple people, of course, but there is like some sort of internal battle of you guys like replaying certain memories or replaying like what used to happen or the pain that they caused you, maybe using that as an excuse, like, well, this person did this to me, so this is how I am today. Kind of similar to a message that came through in Leo's reading. So maybe some of you have Leo in your chart. Highly recommend you listen to theirs. It was very like, it was like, wow. Anyways, so now it's like you guys are looking at whatever this is, this thing that caused you a lot of pain, but now you're like, I need to do something about this, okay? Because that's what's been creating blockages in your life. That's what's been keeping you in like a standstill, in this stagnant energy. And so now it's about taking a look at it, seeing it exactly as it is, taking a look at what's been spilt. Okay, what was spilt? What was lost here? And how did that make you feel? And how can you push through that? How can you accept? How can you, you know, doing all that work, right? Doing that work. And it ain't easy, and it's not going to happen overnight. So patience is key. But when you take a look at that, once you take that blindfold off, it's not as scary as it used to feel, or it's not as painful, it's not as heavy, right? And that's because you guys are taking control of your life, taking control over you, taking control over your actions, recognizing that you truly have responsibility to do something about it. You can either use it as a crutch, or you can, whatever. I don't even, where are my words, you guys? But I think you get what I'm saying, right? Instead of using it as an excuse, you're actually like doing something about it. So yeah, very similar message that came through in Leo's reading. Some of you may have Leo in your chart, like I said. My words aren't coming out the most clearest, but hopefully you guys are getting what I'm saying. So tell me about the crow. Okay, so I feel like this is like a lot of internal spiritual growth and development, but like I said, as you're going through those changes internally, it starts to change everything. Your perception in the world, the way you view certain relationships, your feelings towards certain people, it shifts everything because you're changing your own inner foundation, and so that's going to shift everything else around you. But it's big, it's massive, and it's very, very transformative. But what could you expect? It's Scorpio season. So tell me about the crow for Capricorn, Sun rising Venus in November 2021. Tell me the crow for Capricorn, Sun rising Venus in November 2021. Oh, Seven of Wands. Tell me the crow for Capricorn, Sun rising Venus, November 2021. We also have the King of Pentacles. Kind of the crow. We also have the Ten of Swords. King of Cups backside. Kind of the crow for Capricorn, Knight of Swords. Okay, is there anything else for the crow? We got a lot of people energy, Lovers backside. Anything else? Because again, like we have like 3 people energies. I just kind of want to see if there's anything else. Another people, another person, another people. Wow, English, hello, another person. Okay, Temperance backside, Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Look at this, seeing from a whole new perspective. From a whole new perspective, Ace of Swords and Six of Pentacles, seeing things so much differently. It's like looking back. I said this in Aquarius's reading a while back. In hindsight is 2020. I think that's the title of the reading. It's like now that you look back at something that's already happened, you have a completely different understanding. Or that's what's going to happen in November. The way you perceive a situation, or the way you remember how something went down, or the way like you feel about something, that's going to be changing completely, like 180 degree flip, like majorly. Okay, and we do have Temperance reverse. We'll talk about that after because I see how this would tie in. So we have a lot of people energy. We got the King of Pentacles, King of Cups reversed, the Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Let's talk about this first. So I do want to say, sorry guys, let me just get my cards straight. Okay, so I want to say that this is your past energy. The Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the King of Cups reversed. So this is kind of past energy where there was this hurt, there was this betrayal, there was this ending or some sort of loss that you went through, sadness that you experienced, but you refuse to look at it. When we look at the Ten of Swords, not Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords with the King of Cups backside, it's like you completely like turn your back on this thing that happened, trying to just pretend it never happened, really. It's kind of like, I'm gonna just sweep this under the rug and just pretend it's not there, right? Because I'm too afraid to actually take a look at whatever this is. And whenever it come up, you get very triggered or very uncomfortable and defensive and not really sure, like, what do I do about this? Like, I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna just pretend it never happened because I don't even know. It just feels uncomfortable, feels scary, feels unknown, right? Maybe you even resort to, and I just gotta say it, but we do have Temperance backside, which can sometimes talk about like overindulgence, especially on the liquor, right? Some of you, right, think about the devil, right? We don't got the devil in this reading so far, but with Temperance backside, it's like lack of moderation, not knowing when to stop, resulting to drugs or abuse of those things, distracting yourself from the actual root of the issue because it was too painful for you to deal with, though, right? You just didn't have the strength, you didn't have the energy or like the emotional capacity to even like acknowledge what had happened because it was just whatever it was that bad. But now that's like where things change, because now, right, this is your past energy. Now we have the King of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. So now it's like, look at this. You're taking solid action. You're actually taking a look at what had happened. And I think this is what creates that epiphany. Oh, is my laptop freaking the fuck out? Hope not. Yeah, this is what creates that change. And there's you, your energy. Well, this is more Taurus energy, but still very heavy earth element. You guys recognizing the responsibility and even the power that you carry, that you have, that if you were to, you literally have the power to change your life. You have the ability, you have the strength, you have the tools you need to actually change what you don't like. For a long time, you felt like you couldn't. For a long time, you felt restricted. For a long time, maybe you made excuses, or you just couldn't see how. How could it be different? How could it change? Now you do. Something shifted within you. Your perspective, maybe it's someone you're connecting with, maybe it's someone in your life, or just sudden awareness that you had that just struck, that hit you. But now it's like, holy fuck, like now you're able to look at this. Look at how he's looking at this. Same with that Three of Swords that came out earlier. Did I keep that card? Nope. That was at the bottom of the deck. But remember that Three of Swords, but it's not even bloody anymore. It's looking back at old wounds. Similar energy with this Ten of Swords backside. It's like looking back at a time where you were betrayed, where you were hurt, where maybe your trust got fucked over, right? And I think for some, we have the Lover's backside. So this could have been a relationship of some. So this is some sort of relationship, friendship, family, romantic, whatever it is for you. But definitely looking back at it, you also see how unfair, unrequited the energy was, how toxic it may have been, right? And I mean, fuck. We have the Page of Wands looking over. He's looking over at the Lover's backside, looking over, seeing, again, the same energy as like in hindsight. Now you see things differently. You're like, oh, that building should have been over here. That building should have been broken down. Like you see things differently. Like your whole mindset is changing. You're going through such a awakening, I want to say. So let's take a look into the Sea Serpent. So it's like you're transforming your pains, your hurts, and wow, like it's really powerful, you guys. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in November 2021. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in November 2021. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn. We have the Four of Pentacles. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn. We also got Justice. Oh, yeah, like wanting justice to be served, especially if there's any unfair treatment or imbalance or wrongdoing, you're like holding on, like this person better get their karma, they better get their justice. Like I'm never gonna let go until I know they got what they deserve. Kind of holding on to grudges, that kind of energy. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Sun backside, but the Sun backside is more like a protective energy in this deck. Kind of the Sea Serpent for Capricorn. Oh, Two of Wands. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Death, Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So yeah, Scorpio energy coming out. Definite endings, new beginnings. And I love how the Sun's in this card. I also feel like there is support around you. Some of you feel like you're alone, but you're not. Like there's a lot of support, or you're moving to a time where you're gonna feel much more supported. And so yeah, let's talk about the cards that came out. Libra energy as well as Leo coming out. Some fire, some earth. Okay, but yeah, like I said with the Four of Pentacles and Justice, it's like you're waiting for a fairness. Some of you really like you're waiting for someone to apologize to where they went wrong or how they hurt you. Waiting for closure, things like that. Some of you feel like that's what's going to help you heal. Don't know if that will actually do the deed, but hey, that might be a message for someone out there, like you're waiting for like an apology from this person, but I would suggest not worth waiting on. Just keep moving forward, focus on you. And if they come around with an apology, great. If they don't, great. Who cares? Don't sit around waiting for something when you got your whole life to live, right? So we have this Two of Wands backside. So there's that waiting energy of like waiting. Am I going to get an apology? Am I going to get closure? Am I going to get answers? Is this going to be resolved? Will I ever heal from this? Will I ever move on, right? And the future right now is unknown. You're like sitting in contemplation, figuring out your next step, figuring out, okay, what's happening next? But there is this idea, Page of Pentacles, or you're seeing the potential future, or like you're getting clear with yourself of what it is that you do want and what would fulfill you and satisfy your needs and make you feel safe and comforted, oh my god, and loved and supported, right? Like getting more clear with how you can incorporate that into your own life, to yourself, and as well as those around you, surrounding yourself with those that give you that energy as well. So it's kind of like You want to stick around waiting for justice to be served, or do you want to just keep on moving forward, focusing on yourself, your journey, and, you know, whether you get that apology, whether you get that closure or not, just being just like at this place in your life of pure acceptance. And that again, it is a process, but I also love that the sun's in this card too, right? Happiness is in the future, okay? But there is the need for you to really just release and surrender and, you know, try and forgive on your own terms. And that is hard, right? Forgiveness, it ain't easy, especially when you're forgiving without that apology. But you don't need an apology to heal. You don't need an apology to move on. Not worth waiting on and sitting around hoping maybe one day things will change. You're not worth it. You got your life to live, okay, right? So let's go into the Phoenix for Capricorn. So now this is about like really just shedding dead weight, getting rid of anything that does not serve you. Any messages regarding the Phoenix for Capricorn, Summer Rising Venus in November 2021? Tell me about the Phoenix, please, for Capricorn in November. Tell me about the Phoenix for Capricorn, Summer Rising Venus in November 2021. Tell me the Phoenix for Capricorn, Summer Rising Venus, November 2021. Three of Swords. Wow. Literally, like I said, transforming your pain. Transforming your pain. Letting go. Burning bridges with the past. Acknowledging it. Reaching this point of acceptance. And then letting it go. You take a hard look at it. You give a good cry. You feel what you need to feel. You write that shit down on paper. Burn that. Moving on. You know, do that as many times as you need, because it may take more than just once or twice or 3 times. It may take many times. And there's that Six of Pentacles, like I said, seeing the bigger picture, looking back at your younger self, yourself from 6 months ago, a year ago, your childhood self. You're really just like looking back at the times where this wound was fresh. Like, this is just a message that keeps on coming out. Telling the Phoenix for Capricorn, we have the 8 of Cups, and look at the child, right? That wounded inner child, right? Maybe for some this is like deeply rooted from your childhood or a childhood experience, or, you know, regarding your family or a family member, right? There's that 7 of Pentacles of like waiting for them to make things right, or waiting for a parent, or waiting for like that apology, right? A wish. If only they just apologize, if only they just like recognize where they went wrong, right? But this is what the Phoenix is transforming. So, whoa, Queen of Swords. And at the bottom we have the 10 of Wands, backside, Judgment, and the 8 of Wands. Sheesh. And 10 of Pentacles, okay? But this is backside. Let's just talk about these cards that came out, because we got a lot to talk about, and I am starting to run out of time, sort of. It's okay. Your perspective is completely different. The way you perceive what happened to you in your past, the way you look at this heartbreak, you see things differently. You're unlocking a completely different perspective. For, like I said, for a while you were hoping, waiting for some sort of closure, apology, forgiveness, whatever. Like, you sat around hoping maybe things would be different or things would change, but then you're like, you know what? I almost feel like this sense of you feeling more protected over your younger self, or like really working on healing that inner child energy. Like, damn, almost like when you look at this Queen of Swords and this 8 of Cups, the little kid in the 8 of Cups. Is that a boy? Whatever, boy, girl, who gives a fuck? We don't care about genders. But it's like looking back at your younger self and what they went through and all the damage that they took at such a young age, right? Wishing that never happened, but guess what? You can't change the past, but you can change the future. And so that's what this Queen of Swords energy is like, recognizing the changes that need to be made, what needs to be let go, things that need to be healed, acknowledged, recognized, and that's going to be an ongoing process. But look, oh my god, the symbolism in these cards have me shook in this reading. Like, notice the shovel, it's like digging up things from your past. Oh my god, the fuck, this is crazy, this reading. Like, digging up memories, digging up woundings, digging up all of that, right? So that you can move forward. This is like such a heavy, I'm gonna have to smudge myself, cleanse myself with this reading like hardcore. I always do, but like this is intense. It's not bad or anything, but it's just like, wow, the cards really just, they're speaking to me today. But yeah, really just like kind of cutting cords / reaching a point in your life of acceptance and releasing what doesn't serve you, seeing things clearly, recognizing your worth, and like there's just no going back after this. Really, you guys are majorly transforming. It's insane, like it really is. We have the 10 of Wands, Judgment, and the 8 of Wands. So yeah, definitely still that energy of like carrying all these burdens, but then we go from the 10 to the 8. So there's already the energy of you guys dropping and letting some shit go. And you thought it was almost impossible. You look at this little fucking Pegasus flying in the corner. It's like, oh, that's not realistic. It'll never happen. But like, look at it. It's happening right in front of you. You're getting closer and closer to a time where you can rest, where you feel more at peace, where you don't have to carry these heavy burdens any longer. You're so close. Like, it's really just that final push. The amount of effort that you put towards your healing and your own personal journey, it does not go unnoticed. And I do feel like there'll be rewards for the future. There's going to be a balance of like all the effort that you put in. There will be some sort of reward for your efforts, okay? Some of you felt like it was impossible, that you were never going to get over this hurdle, but now it's like you made it to the finish line. Yeah, wow. Intense reading, Capricorn. I'm going to grab a fairy message and wrap this up, but really powerful month for you. That is Scorpio season. I swear, so many readings are kind of this, not the same, total different messages, but like collectively, damn, Scorpio season is going to be changing many people's lives. If you integrate the energy of Taurus, that of course is your free will. You may choose to not look at these things, but the energy's there. If you wish, you shall receive. Okay, any fairy messages for Capricorn? We got the Singer of Courage. This did come out reversed, so I will get the book to read the reverse version, but I do feel like this is kind of just like feeling a little bit afraid, but the need to find that courage and to face your fears and to face that discomfort. And that's scary as fuck. Some of you feel like you don't have the strength. Some of you feel like you don't have the courage to do that. You're like, I want to, but I'm also scared. I'm terrified of what I might realize, what I might find out, how, like, I don't know what to expect because this is who I've been my whole life. So a life without all this pain and trauma and all this hurt and baggage I've been carrying, what is that even like? I don't even know. I won't even recognize myself. Better the devil I know than the devil I don't, but like, think best case scenario is what I want to say. And is there anything else? Oh, that's too many, so I'm not gonna take it. Way too many. What am I doing? Oh, there. Any fairy messages for Capricorn? Okay, we also got Fluff the Fluter. Remember to stay grounded, okay? This is the energy of like your feet are all up in the air. You just slipped, you fell, you're off balance, and how important it is for you guys to remain grounded, especially as you're going through such massive shifts, such massive changes. It is so important that you guys get grounded. Remain flexible, right? We don't want to be stiff, otherwise we're going to break. So stay flexible, but remain grounded. Focus on things that restore your energy and keep you feeling centered and at peace. Like, take time out to nurture yourself. The advice in this card literally talks about massaging your feet. So, highly recommend. Sometimes you don't even realize the tension we carry in our feet, right? We're on our feet all day, walking, standing, all that. We carry a lot. We carry our whole body on our feet. So, whenever you watch this, like, give your feet a massage. Like, give your feet that love and attention. This also does call for painting your toenails red. So maybe some of you are gonna go paint your toes red. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, do I really need to read the book in this, the Singer of Courage reverse? I don't think so. I think this is really just about you guys needing to find that inner strength, recognizing that you can, that you have the ability to do whatever you wish. Some of you are restricting yourself or telling yourself, I can't, I will never, I can't move on, it's impossible, it's this, it's that, and that's you guys literally putting a restriction, closing that door. So if you want to change, you're gonna have to stop telling yourself that you can't change, because you can. That's just a lie. So stop lying to yourself, start telling yourself the truth. Okay, this is number 8, and we also have number 58. So maybe 8 is like a relevant number for some of you. Maybe 8's your favorite number. Anyways, Capricorn, that is what I got for you guys for this reading. I hope you guys found this helpful or insightful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys are interested, you can follow me over on my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot, and I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.